Nike has changed its CEO. Does it matter? We'll get into it this time on Fire Footwear. Welcome back to Fire Footwear, everybody. As always, I'm your host, Matt Freites, and today we're going to talk about Nike changing its CEO. A couple of weeks ago, Nike CEO John Donahoe made headlines because he stepped down as CEO of the company. This step down came with stock prices falling, plummeting actually, and of course the perception, externally anyway, that Nike was no longer a cool company. I think what the company was looking at was a lot of stock sitting on the shelves, falling stock prices, and they felt like they needed to make a change. John Donahoe's tenure wasn't a complete failure. A lot happened in the 4 years that he was at the helm. Obviously, the company reached the highest of highs during the pandemic, and that's if you look at releases selling out and resale prices being at the highest they've ever been. But if you look now, and this is a what have you done for me lately world, things haven't been so good for the swoosh. Stock prices have gone down almost below pandemic levels, and that's just not going to fly. In comes new CEO Elliott Hill. Now, who is Elliott Hill? Elliott Hill, from all accounts, is somebody who has been and lived the brand for over 30 plus years. Started as an intern with the company and worked his way up to where he is now the CEO. He's held a ton of positions within the company, a ton of positions of influence, and he is somebody who is perceived to really understand what Nike's true consumer wants. Who is Nike's true consumer, though? I think we as sneakerheads like to think that we are the true consumer, but I'm not necessarily sure that that is true. What is Nike looking to accomplish besides soaring stock prices? I think what Nike is looking to do is give us, the consumer, the idea that they want to be relevant again. Nike is relevant globally, obviously, but I think when you look at what it really comes down to, the CEO's job is to sell merchandise and make sure that the bottom line for all of the investors is met. Nike hasn't really been doing that. So Nike, I think, is looking to turn the page and go in a completely opposite direction than what John Donahoe did. John Donahoe looked like a CEO. He wore suits. He towed the company line. He didn't look like, quote unquote, the rest of us. I think they're trying to make a different presentation with Elliott Hill. They want us to believe that he is embedded in the culture, that he's somebody who eats, sleeps, and breathes Nike, who's really going to give us, the sneaker community, the sneakers that we want.
Give the people what they want.
And you're seeing signs of that already. They're already looking into bringing back some other folks, former creators with the brand. They're obviously looking to make sure that hype goes up. And how do they do that? Pulling back production on general releases, making it seem as if they're scarce. Nike is looking to get back to the highest of highs that they achieved during the pandemic. And they're hoping that Elliott Hill can do that. But will it actually really matter? That's the question that everybody has on their mind. I have no idea, obviously. I can't project into the future. Stock prices saw a very minimal increase in the news of Elliott Hill taking over, but they've tapered since then. Because I think a lot of people, investors and sneakerheads alike, are looking to see what the brand is going to do. There are signs percolating that Nike has a plan, and we'll talk about that in a future episode. Do you care who the CEO of Nike is? And what do you think about this change? Let me know down in the comments, of course. You can call the Fire Footwear voicemail, area code 202-643-9170, and that is +1 for all of you international callers out there. Hope this finds everybody well. Hope this finds everybody safe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. This is Fire Footwear.